I think the key to becoming a top scorer is really try to have work-life balance in the study leave, because
DSE Super Top scorers share how they prepped for one of the most important exams in their lives. Facial recognition technology and co-location border clearance will be implemented in more checkpoints to streamline border crossings. And we will take a look at what's happening on the opening day of this year's Hong Kong Book Fair. Good evening, you're watching Cable News. I'm Jeremy Zhu. The 2025 Diploma of Secondary Education exams celebrated a record 16 top scorers, the highest since the exam began in 2012. Leading this exceptional cohort is Wang Haibo from Hong Kong Chinese Women's Club College, the first ultimate top scorer in 7 years with 8 perfect 5-star grades. Let's hear what study tips and future goals Wang and other top scorers have to share. Quentin Yang has the story.
Wang, born in mainland and raised in Hong Kong since age 3, attributed his success to relentless effort over natural genius.
There's no shortcut for studying DSE. DSE is really about hard work, and also hard work. So the most important thing is to complete the past papers from the DSE and CE or even A-level. So from the past papers, you can know which concepts you are not good at or which question types you need more training for.
Like 10 out of the 16 top scorers, Wang aims to study medicine locally, driven by desire to alleviate the city's healthcare strains.
The medical system or the healthcare system of Hong Kong is overloading, and there's a shortage of medical staff, especially doctors. So I would like to become a doctor in the future in order to help the society.
Wang Hongqi, a super top scorer from Poland Cook Tangu Ting College, championed work-life balance during intense exam preparation.
I think the key to becoming a top scorer is really try to have work-life balance in the study leave, because study leave is the most crucial period during in your preparation for the HKDSE exam, which is extremely important. And during this very period, I think it's important for you to not to arrange an extremely hectic schedule for yourself, because preparing for the DSE and life itself is like a marathon rather than a short race. So I think it's important for you to be able to run longer as opposed to run faster initially.
Like his peers, he will pursue medicine at the Chinese University of Hong Kong, drawn by its local relevance and renowned program. Meanwhile, Wang Yunting, commuting daily from Shenzhen to attend Hong Kong Taoist Association Tang Hing Memorial Secondary School, emerged as one of this year's top scorers with 6 5-star grades. She especially mentioned watching iCable News program during commute to understand international affairs and broaden perspectives.
A top DSE scorer's achievement reflects not only academic brilliance, but also resilience, dedication on a demanding journey, and the crucial backing from family, school, and the society. The good grades are just their beginning to shape Hong Kong's future. Quentin Yang, Cable News.
Meanwhile, over 42,000 students returned to their secondary schools today to collect their Diploma of Secondary Education results. This year, 43% achieved the basic requirements for admission to local universities, while others considered alternative pathways. Cheryl Yun tells us more.
On arguably one of the most important days in their lives yet, students returned to school early in the morning to receive the exam results that could determine their future paths. At a secondary school in Kwai Chung, more than 50 students took this year's DSE exams. This boy said his results were not outstanding, but not too bad either, just enough to qualify for his preferred university program, as he expressed gratitude to his teachers for helping him prepare for the exams. Over 18,000 students met the basic university entrance requirements of 332822, with about 15,000 places available at government-funded universities. This means about 1.4 students will compete for each spot, a slight increase from last year's ratio. While not all students will secure places in their preferred programs, there are other paths to achieving their goals, even if it is not the most direct one. One candidate who revealed he was raised by social workers said this experience inspired him to pursue social work. He plans to apply for higher diploma or associate degree programs, hoping to eventually progress to a bachelor's degree. Education Minister Christine Choi, visiting a Tai Po school this morning to observe the results release, noted that students now have more options than ever before. She highlighted the establishment of 2 universities of applied sciences alongside the 8 public-funded institutions, providing diverse pathways for students. Choi advised students to choose their own paths according to their interests and abilities. Cheryl Yun, Cable News.
Security Chief Chris Tang has announced plans to trial facial recognition technology at the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge to streamline border crossings. He also revealed that discussions have begun with mainland authorities to implement a collaborative inspection and joint clearance model at the existing Liantang port. In the first half of the year, Hong Kong welcomed 23.6 million visitors, with mainland tourists accounting for 70%, approximately 17.8 million arrivals, marking a 10% year-on-year increase. Addressing lawmakers' concerns at the Legislative Council about easing congestion and improving efficiency at land crossings, Tang stated that authorities have already successfully trialed a facial recognition pilot scheme at the Sha Tau Kok checkpoint. The next phase will see the system tested at the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, with upgrades to gate design and functionality currently underway. Tang further noted plans to expand the co-location border clearance model. The reconstructed Huanggang port will adopt the system, while the under-construction Sha Tau Kok port is also under consideration. For existing checkpoints, feasibility depends on available space. Liantang Port is deemed suitable for trials, but the cramped layout of Lo Wu Port presents significant challenges, requiring a pragmatic approach. Bookworms of all ages immerse themselves in the world of literature at the 35th Hong Kong Book Fair this annual event. As the annual event kicked off today, the event-themed Food Culture Future Living also attracted Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism Rosanna Law, who came to explore. Evelyn Bai reports.
Kicking off at 10 a.m., the first attendee rushed into the venue after queuing up outside since midnight, only to buy a new novel from a local author, Lam Wing Sum. I finally got the latest signed novel, and it's in purple. I've been searching for a purple signature for years, said the first attendee, who has also been the first in line at the book fair since 2011. Expressing their excitement through songwriting, this student said he left home at 8 a.m. from Yuen Long, and his companion wanted to buy some study exercises to practice. This woman said her budget is around $1,000 to $2,000, targeting materials for her child's internal assessments for secondary school places. To celebrate the 35th anniversary of the book fair, people born in 1990 can enter for free. This mainlander said he learned about the free entry through social media, and whether it was free or not, knowing he shares a birth year with the fair makes it meaningful. At the interactive exhibit, Book a Table, Food for Thought, Cultural Chief Rosanna Law explored artificial intelligence installations that reveal visitors' personalities or transform their photos into food-themed artwork. She spent over $900 on 7 books, including a summary of President Xi Jinping's thoughts, a book about Hong Kong public housing, and late food critic Troy Lam's work. Over 770 exhibitors took part in the 7-day book fair, with newly added zones for travel and creative products. Adult tickets are priced at $30, while children's tickets are $10. Evelyn Bai, Cable News.
Secretary for Culture, Sports and Tourism Rosanna Law revealed that more flexibility will be seen in the M-Mark system, which allocates funding for large-scale sports events. The system review followed football superstar Lionel Messi sitting out a match in February last year, leaving disappointed fans and a $16 million sponsorship withdrawal. Evelyn Bai reports.
過往 M 品牌咧，可能嗰個彈性比較細嘅。
Speaking to iCable News, Law reviewed that the review of the M-Mark system is in its final stage, transforming the limited flexibility to providing various supporting channels, such as funding and title sponsorship, according to the scale and attractiveness of the events. Meanwhile, Law mentioned that the Hong Kong Coliseum, which was once a versatile sports venue, is set to reposition to prioritize concerts, while future sports events will be moved to the Kai Tak Arena, which holds a similar seating capacity of about 10,000. Regarding her previous reminder to stay vigilant against soft resistance in cultural performances, Law noted that last year, the Leisure and Cultural Services Department hosted 4,900 performances, with 65% being rented by private companies.
正常嘅藝術創作。
She said these successful shows illustrated that normal artistic creation would not be impacted, countering earlier claims of overcorrection that had been criticized within the cultural sector. Separately, the tourism chief noted that in the first 6 months of the year, the city has welcomed a total of 38,000 visitors from the Middle East, marking a double-digit growth compared to last year. She pledged to further promote halal-certified dining services to attract more Muslim travelers. Evelyn Bai, Cable News.
In spite of taking a firmer stance against Russia recently, U.S. President Donald Trump insisted Ukraine should refrain from attacking Moscow, stressing that he does not support either side but simply wants the war and the bloodshed to end.
Should Zelensky target Moscow or deeper into Russia?
No, he shouldn't target Moscow.
Is that why you gave him more weapons, though?
No, we're not looking to do it.
The Financial Times earlier reported that during a call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky early this month, Trump reportedly asked whether Kyiv could strike Moscow or St. Petersburg. Zelensky allegedly responded that it would be possible if Washington supplied the necessary weapons. The report also claimed that during meetings with U.S. defense officials and representatives from NATO or the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, Zelensky was presented with a list of long-range weapons, including U.S. Army tactical missiles. The White House dismissed the article as misleading, stating Trump's remarks were merely questions, not an endorsement of attacks. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte, visiting Washington, said he did not discuss long-range missile supplies to Ukraine in detail with Trump. He only confirmed that military aid includes both defensive and offensive weapons. Trump recently warned Russia to reach a peace deal within 50 days or face 100% tariffs on its goods and on countries like China that buy Russian oil. Rutte cautioned China, India, and Brazil that continued trade with Moscow could lead to severe consequences, urging them to push Putin towards meaningful negotiations. Now let's take a look at the stock market. The Hang Seng Index ended the day down 72 points. Top active stocks of the day. Alibaba was up 30 cents. Tencent was down $1. Meituan was down $2.10. And Pop Mart was down $10.60. Onto the weather now. Mainly fine, extremely hot and isolated showers during the day. Temperatures will range from 29 to 35 degrees. Now let's take a look at the weather around the world. That's our news tonight. I'm Jeremy Zhu. Thank you for watching and good night.